You are listening to Mark Lack, and this is Retail 101 Online. Even the best strategy will fail if your people don't believe in it. Welcome, Retail 101ers, to episode number 32, hosted by Mark Lack from Retail 101 Online. These episodes are all designed to give you some quick bursts of retail or management knowledge, and you can do it at your own pace. For our amazing regulars, a huge thank you for continuing to tune in. Your unwavering support keeps us revved up and ready to dive headfirst into the chaotic world of retail. Today's topic? That famous phrase we see plastered across HR posters and LinkedIn slideshows. Culture eats strategy for breakfast. It's catchy, it's provocative, and it might be true. However, it also might be dangerously misunderstood. Let's unpack what this phrase really means for those of us working in the ever-demanding world of retail. Part 1. Where did this phrase come from? The quote is often attributed to Peter Drucker, the godfather of modern management. However, here's the truth, there's no record of him actually writing it. Still, it sounds like something he'd say, and whether he did or didn't, the phrase stuck. At face value, it suggests that no matter how solid your business strategy is, it will be overridden or devoured by the prevailing workplace culture. In other words, your people matter more than your plan. In a retail setting, that might mean store teams ignoring new operating models, managers quietly resisting corporate rollouts, or entire frontline crews disengaging from brand missions. So, is culture really that powerful? Part 2. Why culture does eat strategy. Let's start with why this idea resonates so deeply. Number 1. Culture shapes behaviour, not slideshows. You can publish a new strategic plan every quarter, but if the in-store culture says, "we always do it our way," it won't stick. Number 2. Engagement drives execution. If your store team doesn't believe in the purpose behind your strategy, they'll execute it poorly or not at all. Culture is the fuel behind the how. And Number 3. People follow people, not plans. In reality, cashiers and store managers don't read strategy decks. They watch how their supervisors act. Culture spreads informally, bottom up and sideways. Some examples? A beautifully designed customer service initiative that dies because nobody on the floor was consulted. Or even a merchandising plan that looks amazing on paper but fails because staff weren't trained or didn't care. In these cases, culture didn't just eat strategy, it belched noisily, asked for seconds, and walked off with your profit margin. Part 3. Strategy isn't useless. Let's not throw out the playbook entirely. Culture without direction is chaos. Strategy gives your organisation focus. What are we aiming to do? Structure, who's responsible for what? And metrics, how do we know it's working? Without strategy, culture may just wander around doing what feels good or familiar. Think of strategy as the map and culture as the vehicle. One without the other, you're either lost or stuck. Here's a brutal retail example. A store with a warm, friendly culture but no operational discipline might be beloved by locals but hemorrhaging money. Conversely, a store with rigid KPIs and perfect planograms but a toxic work culture, high turnover, zero innovation and rising customer complaints. Part 4. What can you do about it? So, what's the fix? You've got strategy. You've got culture. Everyone's got strategy and culture. But how do you make them work together? Firstly, involve your frontline in the strategy. If your store managers didn't help shape the strategy, they probably won't help execute it. Ask for input. Make it feel real, not abstract. Secondly, reinforce culture intentionally. Culture isn't just what you say during onboarding. It's what you reward, what you tolerate, and how you show up, especially when things go wrong. Thirdly, measure both. Track cultural health and strategic progress. Are the teams aligned? Are values visible on the shop floor? Are you walking the talk? Fourthly, narrate the why behind the strategy. People don't commit to instructions, they commit to meaning. Explain how the strategy helps customers, improves their day, or makes their jobs easier. And finally, train your middle managers to be culture carriers. These are your bridge builders, the ones who translate strategy into action and values into daily behaviours. Help is on the way. So, that's all the theory. Now let's try and make it work on the shop floor. What can you do, starting today, to ensure culture and strategy merge rather than collide? Here are 5 practical tools for retail managers. Number 1. The mirror test. Ask your team anonymously, what do we value here? If the answers don't align with your mission statement, you've got a cultural disconnect. Number 2. Daily rituals. Start each shift with a 1-minute mission, a quick team briefing linking daily tasks to bigger goals. Number 3. Culture champions. Appoint informal leaders in each store who model the right behaviours and then recognise them publicly. Number 4. Feedback loops. Create a monthly culture check-in where store teams can share what's working and what's clashing with strategy. And number 5. Reverse mentoring. Pair head office employees with a store so that each feels a direct connection. Let the floor influence the head office and the boardroom. As much as possible, you need to gain everyone's inputs into the strategy, which will then guide the culture. Some final thoughts from me. I've seen strategy fail not because it was wrong, but because no one cared. And I've seen culture save a business even in the absence of a perfect plan. So, here's where I land. Culture doesn't eat strategy for breakfast. It invites it to the table, if you're lucky. But if ignored, it'll burn the toast, kick you out, and then lock the door behind you. Make culture your co-pilot. Feed it, nurture it, align it. Because in retail, as in life, it's not just what you plan, it's what people live. I hope this has helped somewhat in expanding your understanding of the differences between culture and strategy and how to blend them together seamlessly. If you can think of anything else, then you know how to find me. Send me a message on LinkedIn, X, or the retail101online.com website, and I can add some new insights to the list. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell wherever you get your podcast fix so you never miss out on the excitement of our next episode drop. Remember, the smartest stores are the ones where everyone is learning, thinking, and growing. Join the future. Start today. And that's it, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next episode, maybe in a couple of weeks' time. Cheers.